Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're keeping well. My name is Dr. Mercy, and today I want us to talk about uh, getting a school for your child who is reporting to Form 1. Now, what makes a good school? What is it exactly that makes a good school? There's a lot of noise on the internet. Social media. Some parents are crying out, others are happy, others are seeking recommendation. And you're getting crazy feedback from people. There are those who are saying school X is good because they discipline their children, they spank them when they don't perform. Students are not allowed to go home when they do not perform well. They remain indoors during half term. Very many things are coming up on the media. So allow me to briefly just mention 10 things in my view that I consider important for a good school. Number one, a good school is friendly and conducive. As you walk in through the gate, you feel the friendliness, you feel the presence of some good environment that you'd want to stay in. You go to the gate, the watchman treats you well, the watchman wants to take you to where the principal is and where the deputy sits and where the class teacher sits. That's a good school. The environment is conducive. If you go to the gate and the watchman at the gate is screaming at you, the head teacher is locking the door behind you, the cateress is throwing tantrums in the kitchen, the class teacher is screaming about poor performance and everything, wait, your child will suffer. The toxicity that you're experiencing, your child will experience the same. Good environment, conducive environment is very important. Number two, discipline. My question is, how do they discipline their students? How do they ensure that there is discipline? A good school has structure on how to ensure students follow instructions. There are rules and regulations. And the rules that have been put in place are participatory. They have been set by both the students, by the students, the teachers, and even the parents. And how do they implement those rules? Do they implement them by abusing the children, by beating them up, by screaming at them, by throwing them out, at 3 a.m., as they're sending them away? How do they instill discipline? Very important. But if you go to a school that has structures, that has counseling, or it has a discipline committee, people that are thinking before, they are thinking before and they are preparing the students. They use preventive measure and supportive measure rather than corrective measure. That is a good school. Number three, warm space. A school that is warm, where they have set they communicate on time to the parents. They let the parents know what is expected of them far before time. Why do they do that? Because they don't want conflict. They want warm environment. They want to be in everybody to understand what is happening. That is a good school. But you go to some schools where they say that they are closing tomorrow. Tomorrow is when they are closing, and there's some children who are traveling 300 kilometers away, and they have not even made arrangement for fare and all that. Then wait, that is how it is going to be even when your child gets there. In my view, accessibility of the school is very important. Unless it is your home, where you come from, and your home is your home. But if it's a school that you are looking for, why would you want to take your child to a school that you will take 3-4 days to reach? Because it's not accessible. Get a school that you can access when you need, and in times of emergency, you can always reach your child. What about the social life of that school? The social life. Are they just concerned about the academics? Are they just concerned about classwork? Or are they thinking outside the box and preparing this child for life? Do they have guidance and counseling? Do they have careers? How do they prepare their students to socialize in the world? Or are they left to learn like a bush? How is the preparation for your child as far as social life is concerned? Allow me to talk about co-curricular activities. Are there clubs in the school? Are there movements, sports, games, music, drama, and other outdoor activities? And do they belong to any international organization? Like, do they even belong to the presidential award? Do they do JE, the junior achievement? Do they do wildlife? Or are they just in school concentrating more on academics? Co-curricular activity. How do they harness the potential and the talents of the children? Very, very important. That makes a good school. What about the school administration and management? Are they approachable? Or are they these people that you have to book an appointment? Even when you are so desperate, you want to speak to them. Can you reach them? Can you access them? Or must you book? And yet you are a parent. I have no problem with booking. But there are those that even when you have booked, you still will not be able to see them. They are so far away from the rest of us. So in my view, those are some of the things that make a good school. Now, what about parental engagement? Are the parents engaged? Or are they told? You are called for AGM, you are called for parents meeting to be told what to do. Or are the parents given a chance to work together with the school? And of course, it is important for the parents also to know that a school cannot function used by the administrators and management only. We need the parents' input. But the parents' input must be positive input, because there are also other parents who go to school and they go to demand their way, the way they were, the way their school was when they were in school themselves. That is how they want their child's school to be run. So as a parent, also need to cooperate. So we are talking about parental engagement. And allow me to talk about the last one, academic performance. You realize that I'm not bringing it up as the first one. Once, in my view, the rest have been done well, academics just fit in. The students will be able to become the best version of themselves. So a good school will support students to become the best version of themselves. A good school will not steal exams. A good school will not practice irregularity because they want performance. Once they have done it well, the students will be motivated. The parents will support. Everybody will be in it. The performance will ultimately come. And in my view, that is what makes a good school. A good school is not just shining and being read out by the CS as the top. Where the first child is coming from. The highest, the top. That's not the issue. That's not what makes a good school. A good school is far beyond performance. At the end of the day, you want your child to leave school a whole person and all round. The talents have been utilized. The student can fit in the community. They have grown spiritually. They have grown socially. They have grown academically, intellectually, and otherwise. And they can fit anywhere in the society because they went through a good school. A school that was intentional in bringing up young people. Not just young people, but people of integrity. I wish you well. Toulouse.